right. Let me flip this over here. Cool. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And this is a lesson. This is a title that the elder apostle Ramlav had thrown out, you know, in his in the last live stream he did with the elder Damashapat, which was "Don't be a napkin, brother." And when he said that, it reminded me going back years ago. I don't remember the exact year, but maybe 4 years, four or 5 years ago. I did a lesson titled Napkin Ninjas, but instead of ninjas, I used a more explicit term, right? Basically, napkin niggas. And that is something that, if my memory serves me right, that's something that I heard Elder Apostle Gabar mention. I think, and this was, once again, like I said, years ago when they were out there on the highways and byways teaching. I don't remember the exact details, but I do remember that napkin, napkin ninja. And I did a lesson on it. So when the elder apostle Ramlaw mentioned that, it reminded me of that, which that's also a very, that's an important topic. All right, being a napkin, well, in this case, I'll say napkin brother, right? And that goes back to the parable that Yahushua gave, okay, about the different individuals that were given different talents, okay, by the Lord to go and to basically trade with it and to bring back revenue, bring back something for the Lord, which that represents us having this knowledge. Obviously we've all been given several abilities, okay? Some brothers, have a greater portion than others. So some are going to be able to do more than others. But the Lord knows that, because the Lord is the one that gave us these talents. Therefore, the Lord does not, he's not looking at you in comparison to the next brother per se. He's looking at you in comparison to what he has given you, the ability he has given you, and how you perform with that. So when you deal with a napkin brother or a napkin ninja or a napkin individual is one that, as Yahushua's parable, as he said in his parable, you were given one talent, and he said that he went and hid it in a napkin, and then when the Lord came back, he's gonna give it to him, because he knew that he was an austere man. Okay, now that is an individual. When you hide the talent in a napkin, what you're doing is you're hiding the truth, the knowledge that's been given to you. And the way that you trade with this knowledge is by going out to the highways and byways and doing these lessons. And what you do is you give knowledge in return for, if that person is of the elect, they basically hear this word and they get drawn to it, right? You gain a member if they're of the elect. So that's how we're trading, right? You put some out there, you get some back. As a matter of fact, the scriptures also say that the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray the Lord of the harvest that he'll bring in more laborers. So how do you get more laborers in here? You gotta labor, because that's why it talks about us entering into other men's labors. Through the labors of our elders and their elders, we came in, right? Obviously it was all authored and orchestrated by Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, but they had to go out there to the highways and byways and trade.
Police reported ahead.
All right, with the Lord's money, for us to hear the word, to then come in and join, and then now we're also trading. So if you're a napkin brother, you're an individual that has this knowledge, you have the talents, but instead of trading, instead of being diligent and teaching, okay, and putting it out there, you're hiding it, being lukewarm, not being an individual that's giving it your all. What does that mean? Does that mean that you see a brother that does 2 to 3 video, man? You see a brother that does 2 to 3 videos a day. Because of that, you're saying, I'm only able to do 1 video a day, or maybe I do a video every other day. But because this brother's doing 2 to 3 videos a day, I'm gonna do 2 to 3 videos a day. You can try, but chances are you're gonna burn out. You're not gonna be able to do it because now you're just gonna be forcing it to do a video just to do a video because somebody else is doing it. And that's not what you want to do. You want your videos to be sincere and most importantly, edifying. There has to be a purpose, right? If you just turn on the camera and you're just talking out of your mouth and there's no edification, the spirit is not there, then it doesn't really count. Okay, you want your videos to be sincere and you want them to hit the point, to accomplish what it is. What did the Lord tell the Apostle Peter? If you love me, feed my lambs, right? Feed my lambs. And then I think it's in the book of Jeremiah, the Lord said that he would give you pastors according to his heart that shall feed you. But in that scripture, it specifies how they're going to feed you. They're going to feed you with knowledge and understanding. Knowledge and understanding of what? Of basketball? Of cars? Of food? No, of the scriptures. Okay? Of the scriptures that is able to make thee wise unto salvation. That is the food that we're going to feed you. So if you're being a napkin, brother, the Most High, Bahashem Yahushai, is going to deal with you heavily. Because in essence, you're a waste. You're a waste of, you're a waste of a talent. Okay, and that's why in the parable the Lord said, the rich man or the Lord of those servants, he was wroth with him and said, I might as well have just put this in the, roughly paraphrasing, in the bank, and got it at usury when I came back, instead of giving it to you, because that was a waste. I wasted it on you. And what that's gonna look like for these individuals is the Lord's he's gonna light your ass up. Okay, you're gonna get a heavy judgment for that. Because when you hide that napkin, when you hide that talent in a napkin, you know what else you're guilty of? Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, right? Hear this word and give them warning from me. If thou see a wicked man and you don't warn him from his wicked way, he's going to die in his wickedness, but his blood will the Lord require at your hands. Okay, because a part of doing the job is to warn.
Red light, camera ahead.
But for some reason, which at the end of the day, it comes down to the spirit of the Lord, the spirit that he has put on you. For some reason, some individuals don't want to do that. Maybe it's too much, it's too much work for you and yada, 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 whatever it is. But we're at the point now where so much stuff is going on in the world that it's impossible not to have something to talk about. And we're also at the point now where a lot of people are seeking, answers. A lot of people are afraid. They're seeking answers. They're seeking solutions. They're seeking what's going on? They're looking for information. And the information is just out there. Information galore. All you can teach buffet. Everywhere you turn. And it's to the point where it's so much information that you can't do a video on every single event, and you can't even watch every single video. You know how many videos I have in the watch later section? I see a video, I'm like, damn, that's a good one. I'm gonna watch. Then I put in the watch later. Then that's another good one. Oh, then and it's so much you can't even keep up with it. So then you got to ask yourself, wait, hold on a second. How is it that everybody else got topics and lessons to do, but I'm here not doing anything? That should make you feel a type of way. Like, damn, what's going on? Damn, Lord, what about me? Hey, personally, man, it's a very restless, it's like a very restless feeling to go a day without doing a lesson, without putting something out there, without doing the works of the Lord. It's very, very troublesome to your spirit. Very, very troublesome to your spirit. It'll be a cold day in hell that day when you try to go to sleep. Because it doesn't matter what time of the day it is. You may be tired as shit, but your conscience is going to keep on bothering you so much, that it's going to feel like there's something in the back of your mind that you haven't done something yet. You haven't done something yet. You haven't done something yet. You're just going to go to sleep. You're just going to let 24 hours pass You did everything else. You ate, you went to work, you was on the phone, you drove, you used the bathroom, you did all these things, but you didn't do the work of the Lord? And you gonna go to sleep like it's all good out here? Okay. What happens tomorrow, we'll see about that. You get stressed. You get very stressed out because it's now like, okay, well, maybe tomorrow you wake up and your car breaks down. Because remember, everything that goes well for you is set up by the Lord. And when you are not in good terms, or when you're not in the Lord's favor, everything goes wrong for you. Okay? Because remember that, anybody that's seen the movie I Am Legend, there's a scene where the sun is about to go down, right? Because those monsters, zombies, whatever, they were the zombie people-ish thing, the infected people, and then they had the infected dogs, those wild ass infected canine looking dogs. Now them joints, they come out at night, right? Because the sun, apparently they don't like the sun affects them, burns them or something. So whenever the sun went down and the darkness started to come, the shadows and all of that, that's when they started to come out and thrive. And there's a scene where I forgot the main character's name, but Will Smith and his dog, they're there, and the sun is going down, and you can see as the shadow creeps up, them dogs are literally right there behind the shadow, drooling at the mouth, all wild and shit, ready to pounce. That's how these demons are, right? Yahushua told Peter, saying, have desired to sift you, right? These demons are like them wild dogs in the shadows, waiting. They're waiting. They're like, slip up, man. Let the Lord, take that hedge away from you, and see how fast, how quick, we devour you.
Ahead.
See if we even hesitate when it comes to ripping some flesh off, spiritually, that is. That's how eager and ready these demons are to hop on you. Okay? So you got to keep that in mind, that any wrong move, any left turn, the Lord says, you know what? This is the kind of effort that you're going to give me, the Most High, the King of the universe. First off, I've blessed you with divine knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I've blessed you with something that nobody else has. Okay? Even amongst the chosen nation, not every Israelite has this. What's that? Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So the Lord is saying, look, I've given you something that is very, very valuable. Also, Hebrews 10 and 33 or so, it talks about the depth of the knowledge of the wisdom, the riches of the Most High, which is likened unto that, or the knowledge which is likened unto those riches. And the Most High is saying, look, I'd have blessed you with all of this. And in return, this is what you're doing. In return, you're putting the world first. In return, you can't even, out of 24 hours, spare an hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 25 minutes to use the knowledge that I've given you, the knowledge that benefited you, right? That opened up your eyes to stop the wickedness that you were doing.
Red light, camera ahead.
So you use it to your benefit, but now when it comes time for you to do the work for me, you can't do that. That's a big problem. Okay, that's a very big problem. But the thing is, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is long suffering, and that's the scary thing about it. The Lord is long suffering. So here it is, you're going about your day, like everything is all sweet out here, and the Most High has a hit out for you because you're being a napkin individual. Well, go back and read the parable. Go back and read the parable, all right, and remember what happened to that servant, okay, that the Lord was displeased with because he was being a napkin brother. He wasn't being diligent. What happened to him? Okay, the Lord also says that what? From him that have not shall be taken, even that which he hath, roughly paraphrasing. And that's what's about to happen. That's going to be a painful thing. You're going to have some that are going to hear the words, well done, my good and faithful servant. And you have some that are going to hear the words, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity, right? You depart from me, I have not known you. I don't know you. back your ass up, ninja. And when you hear those, you gonna experience what true pain and regret is like. Okay, so it's definitely not a light thing, you know, to transgress against the Heavenly Father, especially to be considered a napkin brother. Okay, which at that point, you know, when the time comes, you won't really even be considered a brother, because the Most High is gonna look at you. He's gonna count you as you know, one just like these wicked Israelites out here. Except that it'll be worse for you, because you knew the Lord's will and you did it not. So you're gonna get beaten with many stripes. All right, and that's not something that anybody should be looking forward to. But anyway, I just wanted to speak a few words on that. You know, just keep that in mind, man. All right, keep that in mind, that the Lord is long suffering, and just because he hasn't brought judgment yet doesn't mean he doesn't see what you're doing. Everybody knows what your abilities are. You know how much you can do, and you know when you're not doing it. And guess what? The Lord knows that too. But just because he doesn't act immediately does not mean that he's not displeased or he's not keeping track of what you're doing. Because the scriptures tell you, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come upon you. So the Most High is not a power to be played with. Okay? And nobody, absolutely nobody gets one over Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. So with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. The water for the precepts. Matter of fact, let me see. Maybe I could read one of them in here. Yep, I'm gonna close it off on this. This is a GMS Virgin Island Straight Gate, Luke 12:47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. Okay, and I don't even want to imagine what your back is gonna look like after that. Of course, these stripes are not, you know, Lord ain't gonna whip out a belt and whoop you out. Maybe he might, but I'm just joking around. But he ain't gonna whip out a belt, but it's gonna be far worse. Anyway, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.